to scientists and a scientist in a politician. It's a very rare combination. So today we have Dr. Anantkumar Hegde, who started his political career very early as a member of parliament. And then he got elected at least 6 times as member of parliament, which is very rare. So he made a record in that direction in the political field. And he was union minister of state for entrepreneurship development, skill development and entrepreneurship. So this is another area where Dr. Gopal, he is my deputy, he is my deputy director general, Dr. Gopal Bhushan. So we had seen his career, and he was also very closely associated with RSS, and which is an organization which is celebrating 150 years. Actually, we are in Rohini. We have a big function on Saturday, Sunday, 3 days event, 150 days. And so he has served the humanity, which he has brought in his professional career, not only as a politician, as a scientist, as an entrepreneur. He would like to see inclusive growth, which is very important. How do you involve everyone, take them in the growth and development? So inclusive growth and sustainable development, that is the focus in which he is taking our country. And all his technologies are green technologies, very sustainable. So whatever he does, so that is why I said sustainable development is his goal, which is also our Honorable Prime Minister's vision of Viksit Bharat, which will be taking our country to be the number one, the global superpower, and for which every dimension, science, technology, governance, everything is going to play a very pivotal role. So in this, he has already laid the foundation for the country, for our humanity, for our society, as Mr. Dr. Hegde has contributed immensely. He has got a group of companies, Kadamba group of companies, and this does right from nano medicine, herbal medicine, rural development technologies, and also he's looking at the cooperatives, finance, so and IT, information technology application in those, even in the financial management systems. So he's a very versatile man. He is a very young man as well. Not only he is versatile, he has a long way of his career as a politician, as well as an entrepreneur, as a scientist. Because it's very rare who talks about genomics, proteomics, lipidomics, metabolomics, nanomedicine. So it's a very rare combination, Dr. Hegde, which I could see it. Because I had many online interactions when he was talking about his products. So I have known him for almost a decade now. And so he's a very upright man. Above everything, you can become a good politician, you can become a great scientist and entrepreneur. But a good human being with human values, which I cherish, and that comes first for me. So which I see very humble, simple, and also very knowledgeable. So with this, I welcome you, Dr. Hegde. And now he is accompanied by one of I call her my daughter, Deepa Prakash. And she has been associated with us for more than 2.5 decades, 2 decades. And she did a project. She did her PhD, which we supported when I was in DRDO. That was on nutrition. How do you teach military nutrition to the school children in the army public schools and also to the soldiers? How do you keep them fit through proper nutrition, which is a very, very important domain. So in that direction, she did her PhD, and then she was also supported by the professor from University of Mysore, Dr. Yamuna, who is the wife of Dr. Prakash, who was the long director at CFTRI. CFTRI Prakash, V. Prakash. And he is an icon in the field of food technologies. So he headed that lab, CFTRI, for a very long time in CSIR. So she was her supervisor. And Dr. Manas Mandal, who was the director of DRDO and director general of DRDO, who was my successor in the chair of director general. So he also nurtured and groomed her. So I'm so happy. She is the CEO of Kadamba company. So she is also associated with Kadamba. So I'm so happy that both of them are here. They are here for a purpose, because for everything there should be a purpose. It's just not only a visit to see what's happening. And we like to build a good partnership because his mission aligns with our Amity mission. So Amity is founded by Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan, whom you see in that photograph, the president of our country and the founder president of our organization, the Amity Education Group, which is now is a universe, Amity universe. We have 12 universities in India, 18 campuses abroad, 28 schools, 250,000 students, 10,000 faculties, 5,000 PhD scholars. So it's a universe. We are globally present. We are in Dubai, Mauritius, Singapore, London, USA, Tashkent, Kenya, you name any country, Amsterdam, Abu Dhabi. So we are there everywhere. So it's a huge universe built, founded by him and driven by him now as the chairman. And he has made these universities as research and innovation driven university. That is how I came from DRDO after 40 years. And now I am driving, facilitating, and also helping, mentoring, and these brilliant faculties, and some of them you see here, many of them are in their laboratories. And so there's a foundation, Amity Science, Technology and Innovation Foundation, which I head as the president. And also I'm chancellor of Amity University, Chhattisgarh in Raipur. So I go there occasionally there, and there is a vice chancellor there. So I have invited a small group of people who are in your domain, starting from nanotechnology. Nanotechnology is here, Opicina, food technology. Then we have phytomedicine, we have biotechnology, and we also have pharmacy, we have nutraceuticals, and so all these people who are in your domain, so that you will be able to see, figure out which are the who are the people with whom you like to connect for your program, which they will introduce themselves with their core competence and research domains. So with this, I welcome you all, and I welcome all my colleagues and who are going to interact with Dr. Hegde. And just to give a little brief about Amity Research and Innovation, not by slides, but I'll just mention to you that today Amity has done more than 500 projects, currently 300 ongoing projects. The value is more than about 300 crores. And we have filed 2,600 patents, and granted are about 560 because it takes longer time to get granted. So we have those patent portfolio is very strong. We have 45,000 research papers in journals of repute, and we have a H index of 193 is today's number. It's like a cricket score moving up. So it's 193 is the H index of Amity University, which shows the citation impact on the scientific community. We have translated these scientific leads into deliverables, products, technologies, processes, reaching out to the people through industries. So we have transferred 35 technologies transfers we have done, and then many of them are in the pipeline to reach. We have a big incubator, which has incubated more than 1,200 startups, 1,200 startups. We have an Amity Venture Capital, which we give if the faculty or the students have a brilliant idea. We nurture them not only technically, but also financially through our venture capital. And we have very strong, powerful incubator, the best in the country, maybe one of the best in the world. You will see that also today. And so this is the research ecosystem, and we have Ramalinga Swami Fellows, Ramanujan Fellows in large numbers. And more than 90 scientists are in the top 2% scientists from Amity. Stanford conducted a survey to look at in different disciplines who are the top scientists globally. So we have about 90 of our faculties are in that category of top 2% globally. So that again shows the billions of our faculties. We have our own industries, like what you have. We have BACFO, which deals with pharmaceuticals, particularly herbal medicine, nutraceuticals. We have a big company. We are in 60 countries we are exporting. So BACFO is the name of our company, Amity. The herbal part of it, particularly nutraceuticals. Then we also have engineering companies. Like, for example, we have engineering company dealing with polymer technology. The frames for the coolers, air conditioners is all made here in our Amity industry. Then we also have construction company. We have data center, which is a company which deals with the computers, softwares. So we have a data center company also. Then we have a cyber security company, which looks into forensics, cyber forensics, if there has been attack, how it has. So we have Amity group of industries as well, besides the educational institution. And Dr. Chauhan is the founder of all this. And then he is driven by his family, which is Atul Chauhan, Dr. Atul Chauhan, Dr. Asim Chauhan, Dr. Ajit Chauhan, Dr. Abhay Chauhan, and also Dr. Amol Chauhan. So these are the people who manage. And Dr. Mrs. Amita Chauhan looks after the schools, international schools. We have 28 schools as well, besides the universities and colleges. So this is Amity. So I'm so happy to welcome you at the Amity Universe. And we know your commitment to science, technology, entrepreneurship, skill development. You have done so much to the country. So your presence here will open up new avenues to look at how do we partner with you in your mission in Kadamba, and how do we contribute to inclusive growth of our country and working with you. So once again, welcome to both our Honorable Excellency Dr. Hegde, who has, it's a very big, his presence here, I'm enthused. And I'm sure that a lot of exciting things, fruitful outcome will be here through the partnership. Now, I have, thank you, Dr. Deepa, for organizing this visit, because we have worked with Deepa for a very long time. So I said we should bring such a distinguished person, and here, which will be very great inspiration for all of us, as well as leading to the partnership. Ultimately, that is important. Synergy. We are connecting with you, which will bring synergy to your mission and our mission. And ultimately, it will contribute to humanity and societal development. Thank you so much. Now, I would request you to address, and then subsequently, I will request each one of you to introduce yourself. And after you, Deepa can say a few words. And then subsequently, we can look at where do we converge for partnership. Then we will sign an MOU. Dr. Goodwill, thank you for coordinating, bringing, and she has been liaising with Deepa. And she is our Director of Amity Science, Technology and Innovation Foundations Director, and in my directorate. And her name itself, Goodwill. So that shows she connect with people. And so thank you so much. We are so pleased that you are here. And I would now request Dr. Anantkumar Hegde to address us. Then we will go ahead with the meeting.
Thank you very much, Dr. Selvamurthy, and then other colleagues. The first time in Amity complex here. Thanks to Dr. Deepa. Because of that, I am here today. Briefly we had met, and then we had discussed with Dr. Selvamurthy and then a few others. I don't know with whom I had interacted long back. But it's a great opportunity to meet with you all people, the great scientists. I heard about Amity University, but I couldn't interact. There are many innovations it is going on here. The very good quality of incubation centers and then mentors. I think it is the time for showcasing our technological strength on the global platform. आत्मनिर्भरता ही हमारे लिए काम आ जाएगा, दूसरा कोई आने वाले नहीं है हमें. शायद हिंदी तो सभी के समझ में आ जाएगा. अपनी भाषा है यार, अंग्रेजों तो चले गए. दुनिया में कोई अपना साथ देने वाले नहीं है, ये मान करके चलना है. अकेले लड़ना है, अकेले जीतना है. जंग हमारा है, हमें ही जीतना है. अगर कोई भ्रमा में हो तो वो लोग अपना साथ देंगे, ये लोग अपने साथ देंगे, तो ब्रह्मा ही डूब जाएंगे। अपना जंग है, हमारी ही जीत होगी। हम पिछले 25 to 30 years we have been in research. We have a principal research base in US, in Missouri University, State University. Our team, it was into nuclear medicine earlier, then shifted to the green technology. We were the first one invented green synthesization in nanotechnology. By using herbal medicines, natural molecules, how it can be converted into nanomolecules. Started with 1 or 2 molecules, and then now we have more than 480 molecules in our repository. It is the first global repository of having that much of nanomolecules. Precisely 10 nanometers to 50 nanometers, 60 nanometers. Only because of that we can use all those molecules for the biomedical, the product design. 100 नैनोमीटर से ज्यादा अगर साइज बढ़ जाता हो बॉडी में, फार्माकोडायनेमिक एंड देन फार्माकोकाइनेटिक विल बी डिफिकल्ट. अपना बस यही इरादा था. मेरा तो टेक्नोलॉजी फील्ड नहीं है, साइंस फील्ड नहीं है. हम तो राजनीति में खेलने वाले लोग थे. न जाने कैसे हम यहाँ पर आ गए. बस यही मंशा था. कई बार जब बीमारी पड़ जाती थी हम अपने देहात के डॉक्टरों के पास जाते थे, वहीं का दवा लेते थे. बाद में अचानक धीरे धीरे अपना देहाती लोग गायब होते चले गए. बड़े बड़े इमारतें सिटी में बन गई, लोग बड़े बड़े बात करने लगे. एलोपैथिक मेडिसिन आज हमारा मजबूरी बन गया है. 200 साल पहले ये नहीं था. 200 साल पहले ये केमिकल मॉलिक्यूल्स नहीं थे. लेकिन आज उसके बाहर सोचना भी पाप माना जाता है. मोस्ट अनसाइंटिफिक थिंकिंग माना जाता है. लेकिन पिछले 200 साल पहले अपना जो एंटायर ह्यूमन रेस जो है केमिकल मॉलिक्यूल्स के आधार पर नहीं बढ़ा था. उसको देखते हुए ऐसे सोचते थे कि हम आयुर्वेदा को दुनिया के इस प्लेटफॉर्म में हम मजबूती से एक ताकत के साथ हम पेश क्यों नहीं कर पाए. बस खामियां ये थी कि एविडेंस बेस्ड मेडिसिन कभी हम चर्चा में आते हैं तो आयुर्वेद का सैकड़ों साल पहले से जो प्रैक्टिस में थे, अपना सिद्धा मेडिसिन, आयुर्वेदा मेडिसिन, वेरियस फोक मेडिसिन, एविडेंस बेस्ड मेडिसिन कहते ही हम पीछे हट जाते थे. एविडेंस प्रूव नहीं कर पाते थे हम बिकॉज ऑफ नेचुरल मॉलिक्यूल्स. ये अजम जाता था, बॉडी में जाते ही अजम जाता था. तो हम फार्माको डायनामिक एंड देन काइनेटिक ये प्रूव नहीं कर पाते थे. हमें उस वक्त कोई सूझ नहीं रहा था. जब हम मॉलिक्यूलर साइंस में जब सीखना हमने शुरू किया तब ऐसा लगा कि हम क्यों इसका इस्तेमाल करते हैं. Why can't we use nanomolecules as a carrier so that we can prove entire pathway? We can re-establish our medicinal legacy into a evidence-based medicine. So अपना research शुरू हुई. Now we are very proud. We systematically we have science that it's a evidence-based molecule, evidence-based medicine. Now we are having more than 150 nanomedicines. The Ayush ministry भी अपना साथ दिया और धीरे धीरे हम दुनिया भर में अपना सेंटर खोलते जा रहे हैं। अफ्रीका, साउथ सेंट्रल अमेरिका, यूएस, यूरोप, जापान। रिसेंटली लास्ट महीने में हम जापान में भी अपना एक चैप्टर शुरू किया है। Confident, we can claim that Ayurveda can be evidence-based medicine. Not only the bottom line approach, एंटी-इन्फेक्शन और थोड़ा बहुत बुखार हो जाता हो या कुछ छोटा मोटा अगर चीज चाहिए हो तो हम दवा दे सकते हैं, क्रोनिक डिसीज के लिए नहीं। नाउ we have developed more than 20 varieties of cancer medicines. Successfully we are treating. We have a case history, case studies. And then comparison, the studies also we are having. वो कैंसर का हो, कॉग्निटिव केयर का हो, वेरियस न्यूरोडिजेनरेटिव डिसऑर्डर्स का हो, एंड इन्फ्लेमेशन डिसीज का हो, कुछ भी हो, more than 140 just began बाकी है। मुझे लगता है कि इस देश का जो एक्सपीरियंस है, अनुभव है, उसके सहारे हम और भी बहुत जोर जा सकते हैं। It is number one. Number two, apart from that nanomedicine, we have developed number of products, nano cosmetics, nano personal care products, oral care products, 100% natural. मैं सिर्फ बाकी साइंस के बारे में ज्यादा जिक्र नहीं करूंगा क्योंकि आप लोग सभी साइंटिस्ट हैं। फिर दोबारा मेरे मुंह से साइंस सुनना आप पसंद नहीं करेंगे। जो मार्केट में है, इफ साइंस कैन बी कन्वर्टेड इनटू प्रोडक्ट्स, वही मजा है। ओनली हम पब्लिश करते हैं, पेपर प्रोड्यूस करते हैं, बस इसमें मजा नहीं आता है। कितना नॉलेज टेबल पे है, प्रोडक्ट बन करके टेबल पे है, ग्लोबल मार्केट पे है, वो अपना एक्सपीरियंस दिखाता है, अपनापन दिखाता है। सो वी कैन प्रोड्यूस थाउजेंड्स ऑफ पेपर्स, लेकिन एक प्रोडक्ट जब हम रखते हैं दुनिया भर में, टेबल पे रखते हैं, उसका अलग ही छवि होती है। एक प्रोडक्ट के बराबर 100, 1000 पेपर्स भी बराबर नहीं होता है। इसलिए पर्सनल केयर प्रोडक्ट्स, ओरल केयर प्रोडक्ट्स, लिप केयर प्रोडक्ट्स, varieties of the products already we have developed. Now we are entering into trimeric molecules. All the amino acids we have developed as a trimeric amino acids, trimeric molecules, which we have been looking for since last so many decades. Even in Western world also, they were doing research for developing trimeric molecules. All our medicinal molecules are monomeric or biomeric, not trimeric. Once it is converted into trimeric, then the efficacy will be totally unthinkable. Totally unthinkable. All the trimeric molecules already we have developed. Now we are into the product development stage. We seek your experience, your hand holding, your the university for further application part. How we can use trimeric molecules for further varieties of product development, whether it is biomedical applications or functional food, molecular nutrition. Molecular nutrition हम अब तक बहुत सारे लोग सुने ही नहीं है। Only regular food products here and there हम बनाते थे, ये करते थे। नेक्स्ट स्टेज है फंक्शनल फूड, फूड एज मेडिसिन। लेकिन मॉलिक्यूलर न्यूट्रिशन अब तक हम चर्चा नहीं कर पाते थे, क्योंकि बहुत वो दूर का बात माना जाता था। लेकिन इट इज द टाइम, इट इज द टाइम फॉर एंटरिंग इनटू मॉलिक्यूलर न्यूट्रिशन। ये कैसे कर सकता है, ये कैसे हो सकता है? तो अभी हमारे सामने वो चैलेंज है। उसके अलावा बहुत सारे मॉलिक्यूल्स, these all these molecules, all these process, all these technologies are globally patented. Globally patented. More than 368 peer review journals we have. रॉयल केमिस्ट्री, हम यहाँ हिंदुस्तान में कभी हम उसका ये नहीं किया है। पूरा रॉयल केमिस्ट्री में more than 99.9% our the publications it publishes only in royal chemistry. I think you are well aware of that. Highly respected journal है. Oh, great, great. So varieties of bisphosphonate and then SSB protein, various other the molecules already we have started developing. Not only the chemical molecule design, again converting into trimeric, converting into nano, then only efficacy हम एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं। ये करना है, वो करना है, नहीं तो आंख बंद करके गोली मारना जैसा होता है। हमने कर दिया, हाँ वो लग गया, लेकिन साइड इफेक्ट क्या है वो तो न जाने। ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए। टारगेट स्पेसिफिक। लास्ट में बायो इन्फॉर्मेटिक्स के बारे में आप लोग जानते हैं, बहुत सारे लोग एक्सपर्ट्स भी यहाँ होंगे, लेकिन पहली बार नैनो बायो इन्फॉर्मेटिक्स हमने शुरू किया है। वंस all our biomolecules, phytomolecules encapsulated with nanomaterials, then what will happen? What is the docking study? It is totally unimaginable. एक फाइटोकेमिकल कौन से रिसेप्टर पे जाता है, कहाँ डॉकिंग होता है, वो सब कुछ हम जान सकते हैं। लेकिन जब वो नैनो पार्टिकल के साथ एनकैप्सुलेशन होता है, उसका गति बहुत तेजी से बढ़ जाती है। वाइब्रेशन, द डायनेमिक्स टोटली इट चेंजेस। सो अभी नैनो बायो इन्फॉर्मेटिक्स हमने शुरू किया है। शायद दुनिया में पहली बार हम उस विषय को लेकर के अभी रिसर्च शुरू किया है। दैट्स आल्सो ए वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग सब्जेक्ट, इंटरेस्टिंग डोमेन, वी कैन लुक इनटू दैट, नैनो बायो इन्फॉर्मेटिक्स। इसमें दुनिया का कोई यूनिवर्सिटी सहयोग नहीं दे सकता है। टोटली मॉलिक्यूलर डिजाइन से लेकर के डॉकिंग स्टडीज सब कुछ हमें ही करना पड़ेगा फ्रॉम द स्क्रैच इटसेल्फ। सो इंडिया कैन बिकम ए पायोनियर इन दैट। इफ अमेठी यूनिवर्सिटी कैन टेक अप दिस इश्यू सब्जेक्ट, integrating with your bioinformatics department, biotechnology department, the molecular department, that would be ideal. We can showcase this technology on the global platform. And then new education domain भी है, कहीं पर भी नैनो बायो इन्फॉर्मेटिक्स सब्जेक्ट है ही नहीं। सो इस तरह का कई तरह का पागलपन हमें लग गया है। हम अभी शुरू किया है। अभी आप लोगों का एक्सपीरियंस जो है, आप लोगों का सुनने के बाद हम क्या करना है और किस दिशा पे जाना है, तो जिस ढंग से आप सहयोग देंगे या मार्गदर्शन करेंगे, तो अपना तो बिल्कुल छोटा कंपनी है, तो अमेठी यूनिवर्सिटी के साथ जुड़ने के लिए हमारे लिए भी बहुत गर्व की बात है। बहुत कुछ हो सकता है। Now we have associated with South Central American Cancer, the Congress, इनका बोलते हैं। The officially we are the partners for cancer research. and then NIH and then NIC. Both they have praised. No, Kadamba is always be there, but our Ayurveda, the evidence-based Ayurveda, evidence-based Ayurveda. ये शैतानों के मुंह में भगवत गीता सुनना जैसा होता है. अब तक NIH, NIC, they were not in a position to take the name, Ayurveda name. Ayurveda माने अछूत, ये समझा जाता था. लेकिन NIH, NIC started praising Ayurveda because of evidence-based. Now it is the opportunity. Now they have started advocating आयुर्वेदा को लेकर के, एविडेंस बेस्ड आयुर्वेदा को लेकर के अभी चर्चा शुरू हुई है. तो इट इज द बेस्ट टाइम फॉर पुटिंग अवर एफर्ट इनटू आयुर्वेदा. हाउ वी कैन शोकेस आयुर्वेदा एज ए नेक्स्ट जनरेशन एविडेंस बेस्ड मेडिसिन. कई बार ऐसा होता है, मैं कई बार अपने वरिष्ठों के साथ भी चर्चा में ये विषय उल्लेख किया था. आयुर्वेदा यानी बस दरवाजा बंद करके एक कमरे में बैठा हुआ है. सुश्रुत और बाकी लोग विचारक जिन्होंने लिखा था, तो बस वहीं रुक गया है. आयुर्वेदा वहीं रुक गया है. तो दरवाजा हमने अभी तक नहीं खोला. ज्यादा से ज्यादा 1000-1500 प्लांट्स का जिक्र किया गया है अपने आयुर्वेदिक टेक्स्ट में. तो उसी को आगे पीछे करके हम फॉर्मुलेशन बनाते हैं, इधर उधर फॉर्मुलेशन बनाते हैं. ये दुनिया ऐसा नहीं है आज. अगर मानो कि मैं अफ्रीकन स्टूडेंट हूं, मैं लैटिन अमेरिकन स्टूडेंट हूं, मैं यूरोपियन स्टूडेंट हूं, मैं आपका क्या क्यों सुनूं? आयुर्वेद आपका है ना, हिंदुस्तान का है, तो मुझे क्यों सुनना चाहिए आपका? इसलिए मैं जब ब्राजील में था उस वक्त मैंने बोला कि आयुर्वेदा, द लेगेसी इट हैज स्टार्टेड फ्रॉम इंडिया. इट डजंट मीन दैट ओनली रिस्ट्रिक्टेड टू इंडिया. हम आयुर्वेदा को थोड़ा बाहर भेजना है. हम हमेशा अपने बच्चों को गोद में रख करके विश्व विजयी भवा गोद से बाहर निकलने ही नहीं देते, लेकिन आशीर्वाद करते हैं कि विश्व विजयी भवा. ये कैसे हो सकता है? आयुर्वेदा का सिद्धांत ले लीजिए, उसके बाद डेवलप करिए. 1000, 2000, 3000 प्लांट्स होंगे अपने आप कुल मिला करके आयुर्वेदिक टेक्स्ट में, लेकिन उसके बाहर भी प्लांट्स है. अमंत्रम अक्षरम नास्ति नास्ति मूलम अनौषधम. संस्कृत में एक श्लोक है, नास्ति मूलम अनौषधम. औषधि के लिए जो उपयोग में नहीं होगा ऐसा कोई चीज नहीं है, मूलिका है ही नहीं. अमंत्रम अक्षरम नास्ति नास्ति मूलम अनौषधम. सो इसलिए जो भी प्लांट है तो उसको दवाई में कैसे हमें कन्वर्ट करना है. ये इंडियन आयुर्वेदा है, भारतीय आयुर्वेदा है. जापानीज आयुर्वेदा अलग हो सकता है, अफ्रीकन आयुर्वेदा अलग हो सकता है, अमेजन आयुर्वेदा अलग हो सकता है, मरुस्थल का आयुर्वेदा अलग हो सकता है, हिमालयन आयुर्वेदा अलग हो सकता है, यूरोपियन आयुर्वेदा अलग हो सकता है. दरवाजा खोलना चाहिए. हम बस आयुर्वेदिक सिद्धांत, हम जब आयुष प्रोडक्ट अप्रूवल के लिए जाते हैं, रेफरेंस क्या है, संहिता में क्या है और बाकी एंशिएंट टेक्स्ट में क्या है, वही रेफरेंस अगर देखते जाएंगे तो हम बाहर नहीं जान पाएंगे. रिसर्च के लिए हमें ओपन करना है. न्यू रिसर्च, चरक और सुश्रुत और बाकी जो आचार्य है, तो कभी ऐसा नहीं कहा कि बस यही अंतिम रेखा है, तो रिसर्च यही अल्टीमेट है, ऐसा तो नहीं कहा. इसको ओपन करना चाहिए, रिसर्च शुरू करना चाहिए. 1000-2000 प्लांट के साथ साथ और भी लाखों प्लांट्स इसके साथ जोड़ना चाहिए. दुनिया हमारा है जी. जब तक दुनिया हमारा है, वसुधैव कुटुंबकम बोलते हैं, कृण्वन्तो विश्वमार्यम बोलते हैं, लेकिन घर से बाहर नहीं निकलते. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. इसलिए अपना पॉलिसी फ्रेमवर्क व्हाइट पेपर जैसा एक मैकेनिज्म बना करके गवर्नमेंट के सामने अगर हम कुछ चर्चा कर सकते हैं क्या, ये भी एक हम अमेठी यूनिवर्सिटी द्वारा हमसे सोच सकते हैं। आयुर्वेदा को ग्लोबल आयुर्वेदा कैसे हम बनाए, तो इस ढंग से एक विचार रख करके हम कदम बढ़ सकते हैं। मुझे विश्वास है डॉक्टर सर्वमूर्ति जैसे वरिष्ठ साइंटिस्ट अपने साथ है और बाकी भी जाने माने साइंटिस्ट आपके साथ यहाँ जुड़े हुए हैं। सभी मिलकर के अपना जो धरोहर है उसको एलेट करने में, उसका और भी उत्थान करने में सहयोग मिलेगा। ये इमोशनल नहीं है, एवरीथिंग शुड बी साइंस बेस्ड, एवरीथिंग शुड बी साइंस बेस्ड। मैं कल जिक्र कर रहा था, अपने एक दूसरे टीम के साथ जिक्र कर रहा था, मॉडर्न पैथोलॉजिकल रिपोर्ट, मेडिसिनल डायग्नोस्टिक रिपोर्ट्स, यस, anyway we can get it, CT scan, PET scan, pathological report, blood report, ECG report, whatever it may be, we can get it immediately. What about the predictive diagnosis? मैं डॉक्टर के पास बस दो ही चीजों को रख करके जाता हूं जी, डॉक्टर साहब मुझे बीमारी है, दवाई दे दीजिए। डॉक्टर साहब दे देगा, कुछ ना कुछ करके दवाई दे देगा। दूसरा मेरा प्रश्न है, डॉक्टर साहब कल मुझे कुछ नहीं होना है। डॉक्टर कुछ नहीं बता पाएगा, कल का डॉक्टर भी देख नहीं पाएगा, लेकिन उसको कैसे हम प्रेडिक्टिव डायग्नोसिस, आने वाले 3 महीने में ऐसा हो सकता है, 1 साल में ऐसा हो सकता है, ऐसा साइंस बेस्ड, एविडेंस बेस्ड डायग्नोस्टिक्स, predictive diagnosis, preventive medicine, emergency care, and then lifestyle. These are the 4 pillars. Predictive diagnosis, preventive care, and then emergency medicine, and then lifestyle changes. These are the 4 dimensions. इसको रख करके कैसे हम आगे बढ़े, इसको रख करके हम कैसे आगे बढ़े, थोड़ा बहुत हमने प्रयास किया है। उसके साथ अमेठी यूनिवर्सिटी भी अगर साथ दे सकता हो तो अच्छा रहेगा। पैथोलॉजिकल रिपोर्ट, स्कैन रिपोर्ट, एक्सरे रिपोर्ट, ये फलाना फलाना वो सब कुछ अपने डायग्नोस्टिक सेंटर में जाएंगे तो मिल जाता है, एक एक पार्ट होगा। दूसरा बॉडी का एनर्जी पॉइंट्स है, उसको कैसे हम माप करें, तो वी कैप्चर बायोफोटॉन एमिशन फ्रॉम द बॉडी एंड देन बेस्ड ऑन दैट वी कैलकुलेट द एनर्जी पोजीशंस, not only aura and then chakra, it is spiritual this thing, but particularly health related. आपका किडनी थोड़ा वल्नरेबल है, आपका लीवर वल्नरेबल है, आपका न्यूरोलॉजिकल सिस्टम थोड़ा वल्नरेबल दिखाई दे रहा है, ऐसा प्रेडिक्ट करना है। Now it is possible. We have associated with various other the research organizations. They have developed software as well as hardware too. And then organ specific signatures, biomarker signatures. अब देखिएगा पूरा अपना लाइफ एक बैलेंस है, IL-6 बिटवीन IL-12। IL-12 बढ़ेगा तो अपना इम्यूनिटी बढ़ेगा, IL-6 बढ़ेगा तो इम्यूनिटी, उसका मानिएगा कि इम्यूनिटी थोड़ा धीमी हो गई है। बेसिक कैलकुलेशन, नॉट इनटू डीप साइंस। ये IL-12 कैसे बूस्ट करे, IL-6 भी चाहिए होगा, लेकिन IL-12 कैसे बूस्ट करे? ये बायोमार्कर कहता है कि IL-12 ये अप टू द मार्क नहीं है। Then how we can boost the IL-12? Indigenous the boosting, not injecting some other external molecules. कैंसर के लिए आज यूके में, यूएस में अभी चलता है, इम्यूनोथेरेपी चलती है, एक्स्ट्रा IL-12 दे देते हैं, बाद में उसका साइड इफेक्ट क्या है तो न जाने। only millionaires can afford that the treatment. 10 करोड़ 15 करोड़ खर्चा हो जाता है तो कोई अफोर्ड नहीं कर पाएगा. तो how we can boost the IL-12 in our body system? Yes, we have evidence-based IL-12 boosters. Green molecules, we have developed that. I can share you the details, data. No, I have not brought all those scientific data. So next time, if it is possible, I can share with your team. आयरन डिफिशियंसी है. आयरन टैबलेट मिलता है बाहर मार्केट में, कितना बायो अवेलेबल है? Not even 3 to 4%. Am I right? Not even 3 to 4%. More than 50%, the entire population is anemic. Global population is anemic. How we can mitigate that problem? Now we have come up with iron nanomolecules. Comparison study also it is done. Whereas US FDA approved medicine and then our iron nanomolecules. Whereas US FDA approved medicine is 3 to 3.4%, 3.8% maximum. Ours is 92%, 98% bioavailability. And again, 100% it is green. You can drink like a coffee. I can share you the data right now. 2000 mg per kg body weight, IITR report. 2000 mg per kg body weight, no toxic effect. Still, we are not in a position to believe that data. So again, we have requested to repeat the research. अगर आयरन बिस्किट आप बना सकते हैं, आयरन चॉकलेट आप बना सकते हैं, आयरन ड्रिंक आप बना सकते हैं, आयरन कुकीज आप बना सकते हैं, कैसे रहेगा? You will become a global pioneer for mitigating the anemia. Can MIT University associate with that project? It's a social responsibility. बिजनेस नहीं है, हर चीज बिजनेस में नहीं बात करना चाहिए. Yes, we are owning that molecule, we are owning that technology, we have developed our technology. Of course, the business interest it is there, but everything should not be related to business. Everything it should not be related to the business. How we can develop? यहाँ home science होगा, अदर साइंटिस्ट भी होंगे, तो कुल मिलाकर के कितने हम आयरन प्रोडक्ट डेवलप कर सकते हैं? एडिबल प्रोडक्ट, प्रीमियम मार्केट के लिए एक प्रोडक्ट, गरीबों के लिए एक प्रोडक्ट, बच्चों के लिए एक प्रोडक्ट, जीरियाट्रिक, पीडियाट्रिक, वेरियस अदर टाइप ऑफ. आयरन डिफिशियंसी दुनिया में हर जगह है, हर जगह है. ऑस्टियोपोरोसिस, more than 80% people, they are the sufferers. Osteoporosis. Already we have a bisphosphonate technology. बिस्फॉस्फोनेट अगर देंगे तो आयरन मॉलिक्यूल बहुत कम हो जाएगा, पूरा तुरंत एनीमिक बन जाता है पेशेंट. लेकिन वी हैव ए आयरन मॉलिक्यूल्स साथ ही साथ भी है. तो आयरन एंड देन बिस्फॉस्फोनेट मिला करके क्या क्या बना सकते हैं हम? ऑस्टियोपोरोसिस एंड देन एनीमिया दोनों हम मिटिगेट कर सकते हैं. क्या प्रोडक्ट डेवलपमेंट हो सकता है? ये $1 मिलियन बिजनेस नहीं है, ये गरीबों का सोच है, ये गरीबों का सोच है. गरीबों के लिए क्या कर सकते हैं? यस, कीपिंग दैट मॉलिक्यूल इन कदम्बा, आई कैन मिंट मनी. Tomorrow morning, my company can become $1 billion company. That I can do it. Within no time, I can do it. But at the same time, I have a social responsibility too. ये सब कुछ एप्लीकेशन पार्ट जो है, एप्लीकेशन रिसर्च जो है, वो यहां कैसे हो सकता है? तो इसको लेना है. ज्यादा समय नहीं लूंगा, लेकिन कम समय कभी हम लेते नहीं है। तो आपसे मैं सुनना चाहता हूं यहाँ का क्या एक्सपर्टीज है और कैसे जुड़ सकते हैं, हाउ वी कैन सिंक टुगेदर, सिनर्जी के साथ हम कैसे काम कर सकते हैं, और क्या क्या डोमेन्स है अपने सामने रिसर्च के लिए। आप लोगों के साथ मिलकर के हमें बहुत कुछ सीखना है। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
Thank you. Myself, Dr. V.K. Modi. I was in CSIR nearly 30 plus year, and after my superannuation only I joined MIT University, and I'm here since last 8 years. And I'm the director of MIT Institute of Food Technology. In food technology, we have food and nutrition and food technology, both units. We run BTech program in food technology and BSc in nutrition and dietetics, MSc in food and nutrition. And we have PhD program in food technology as well as food and nutrition. And especially come back to the research part, from your this ideas that we have worked on this, particularly last point what you touched about the deficiency of iron and calcium. So we had a project of DST where we were looking after the improvement of iron as well as in calcium in lactating mothers. We have adopted a one village nearby Noida, and we had nearly 200 lactating mothers under trial, and we developed some products and we developed some literature. We educated them for 6 months, and with the help of Anganwadi, and then we really found that yes, it helps in controlling the anemia. Hemoglobin levels significantly increase with the food what we have developed in our lab. So this was a kind of a millet based bar which is fortified with the iron as well as the calcium, and the source was cabbage and the cauliflower leaves that we pre-processed, and we found that it is a very rich source in the iron. That part we used, and bioavailability we tested, and PDCAS value we calculated. Yes, it has a very significant role in the improving the anemia part, and from that we have developed some kind of a mix, say around 40 gram of that mix what we have developed. If a lactating mother drinks either in milk or in hot water as or in some porridge, anyway, if she consumes, it meets the requirement and it helps in the improving the health. And so this is the one part. And same thing that what we have tried with the product development in the potato chips fortified with this iron and the calcium. Vacuum impregnation we did, so that also was a new product that it has a value in the improving the a new kind of the food which could go as a snacks just like a potato chips only. So and parallelly that the what you said the nanoparticles and all, recently my colleagues are working on that, the developing a edible film by silver nanoparticles to extend the shelf life of fresh fruits and vegetables. This is also we are in the process and we are working on that, and it is giving a very good result. This really helping in this, and we had a work with the organic our institute. Dr. Durgesh was there with us. He fortified uh, with nanoparticle zinc in the soil itself, and the result we saw in the rice. So that also it was a very successful experiment. Yes, zinc and phosphorus he tried the soil fortification with the nanoparticles, and the result we saw in the rice field he been seeded that. Apart from that, this is the what the came out from your during your presentation. And apart from that, we had in the food technology we have developed series of products, functional foods and products which is uh, uh, nutritionally balanced as well as which suits to our country conditions. Country conditions means that we don't have refrigeration type of facility to market all the products. So we have developed self-stable, convenient, a series of the products are there, which can go directly for the, if I give you some example that we have developed the egg cubes, which is a powerhouse of your nutrition. It is a dried product. The moment you put in your curry or vegetable, it becomes like a paneer piece. But it is a self-stable, having more than 9 months shelf life. We can have, based on the requirement, we can have less than 1% fat product. We can have more than 30% fat from yolk separate, albumin separate. Like this, we have a series of product. Similarly, we have millet-based biscuits, we have cookies, we have cake, we have, and recently we have developed the breads also. And target is their nutrition again, use with the millet mission to meet the requirement of the health lifestyle of the population. That in that we have developed series of the product. Apart from that, the few things that we are at most in last stage to get one project from Ayush. We have identified some hubs and we have submitted project with the Ayush Ministry. That is the bioavailability. This is the one bioactive compounds from selected hubs for PCOS and menopause management. That is a serious problem in our ladies. So this some hubs, some few scientists from the Ayush Ministry, they are associated with us, and this project almost we have crossed third stage, sir, and likely to get this project. And bioactive edible coating film, extension of shelf life of selected fruits and vegetables, as I said, that is already we have worked. And designs of the multifunctional activity packaging system ingredient, natural polymers and nanoparticles, again, where we are coating with some packaging system to extend the shelf life of the product. Then extraction of bioactive compounds from agro-industrial waste, that is the corn silk, which is again have a very strong some nutrition, so that we can use in our product development. And recently we are collaborating with the CSIR, sir. It is approved that the project just day before yesterday I submitted with the CSIR, CFTRI, and just now I got that message. Director has approved. That is the waste utilization of mango industry waste in the development of innovative food products like wafers, marmalade, and extruded snacks. That is mango industry waste. We are targeting mango skin or sorry that um, mango peels and stone. Parallelly, we will take with this lemon industry also, because few industries have approached us to work on this project and they are associating with us, and definitely will get the result. Then development of low fat, high fiber, texturized, self-stable food product. Uh, there we have developed from vegetable source, just like the soup mixes or whatever it is in the market, but we are targeting to give some nutrition plus fiber again with this. So a series of products that it is there. And then what characterization of plant-based bioresource, functional and bioactive for the managing metabolite disorders in the elderly, for especially with the diabetics. Then colorants, that bioprocessing plant diversity of the food grade colorants. from flower sources we are extracting the colors, and that color as a food color, the biocolor that we are planning. And another one work it has been, we have completed the cordia fruit. From that we have extracted the gum, and that gum has a very strong hydrocolloid properties that we have used in several food products, especially with the to develop some curry mixes, and then ginger garlic paste, then emulsion mayonnaise, and these products that gum we have used. And now we found that this gum has a very strong oral care properties. Literature says that we are now planning to work on that. This is, and parallelly the same, that the gum from Upanshia, that also has a very strong uh, properties of the hydrocolloid properties, which we want to use in the new product developments and all. So this is the direction in the food science or food nutrition where we are working the research. In these lines, we will definitely will want to associate with you and your guidance where we can work together.
Now, particularly now, he is very keen to see the population studies on a large number of people showing the impact. Your small sample size is one, but extend it to the population so that we'll be able to show the impact. And supposing anemia, for example, if you have developed this product, how do we bring it, validating it on a larger population before with a control group which received placebo, or so those type of studies you like to carry out?
Particularly, for example, in nanotechnology, producing nanoparticle, it is very easy. But scaling it up, it's a big question. All across the globe, just identify one or two companies, ask for 100 gram of nanoparticles. They cannot. The scaling it up, it's a big question. The thousands of companies, researchers, they have tried to scaling it up, but the standardization is still question mark. Here in our company, 1 liter to 100,000 liter, within no time we can produce, standardized. If you need 30 nanometer concoction, yes, 1 liter to 100,000 liter, no matter. That is the lab to industry technology. That type of the technology incubation we have. We have to have. We need to nurture the industry for scaling it up. Developing the technology, it's one part, and then scaling it up to the industry. That is the biggest task, biggest challenge. Yes. 99.99% technology, it stays in laboratory only. Not even 1% product it comes out. That is the challenge. We should increase that. Talent wise, no comparison for the Indian brains. But the lacuna is industry application. Industry application. We have a beautiful, very talented, intelligent scientist in India, but the only part is laboratory to industry. Scaling it up. That is the task.
To respond to this, yes, he is heading the nano. He's the director of Amit Institute of Nanotechnology. He has been with the system for more than 25 years.
Yes, 25 years, sir. So good evening and welcome to Amit. You are rightly pointed that when the particle go for the commercial applications, due to the agglomeration, the particle size become the bigger. And what basically the method you are using for the making the colloidal solutions, that is probably one of the best way to keep them. But for every application, colloidal solution is not the answer of the problems. You need to take some solids, and there the problem starts due to the electrostatic charges or due to the electrostatic attractions, and that's why they get accumulated. Probably your team is working with the pH neutral, where they are trying to neutralize your electrostatic charges, and in the colloidal form they are basically working that. So even as you rightly mentioned, that the synthesis of nanoparticles in the lab scale is very easy, and our even the UG student are making say 5 gram to 10 gram of nanoparticle in their practical itself. So not that, uh, but still the problem is existing due to the only agglomeration part, and therefore people are using the matrices which can control their particle size. And when we are going for applications, these matrices can be dissolved and these nanoparticle can be used for that, especially for drug delivery, for medicine, for the pharmacy applications. So a lot of things are there. In Amity Institute of Nanotechnology, which is the India's first nanotechnology institute since 2003 itself, we have the very rich track record of the nanoparticle synthesis, its applications. And the first proposal research for the green synthesis was sanctioned by the Selvamurthy sir itself from the this DFRL and Mysore for the packaging of the foods and using the silver nanoparticle. And that's what basically is a very good successful. The shelf life has been increased from 3 days to 19 days using the silver nanoparticles. Apart from that, one of our paper, which has been published in 2009 or 10, uh, it is the one of the highest cited paper for gene synthesis using the either this ginger or by the this tulsi leaves for those gold nanoparticles and silver nanoparticles, which is highest cited paper from the METI groups. Then we have a very strong group on biosensors. Our people are working, as you say, that social responsibility is there. So many of our faculty member works with the different kind of the biosensors, especially Alzheimer's, cancer, hepatitis B, Newtall's diseases, and all those things. And one of the Indo-UK project which we have completed was on the wood healing. So it is not only the giving you a sensor, what is once there is a wound, basically you need to every time open this dressing and then you can understand how much the recovery is there. But my team has already completed the project where they put the some integrated circuit. They put the some kind of the zinc, some kind of the silver nanoparticles, some kind of turmeric nanoparticles also, particularly in the curcumin form. And with the time, it was giving the message mobile-based app that how your wound healing is healing in that aspect. So in nanotechnology, synthesis of nanoparticles at the lab scale. Again, I am saying at the lab scale, any nanoparticle you say, you will give you the monodispersivity. But even you go for the higher, I understand due to the agglomeration, that is not the same. This is a worldwide problem. So people are using the media to control that. And using this, if you go, now my team is working with the green synthesis of nanoparticles for different applications, especially for the pharmacy, for the drug delivery, for the water filtrations, water splitting for the hydrogen, green hydrogen generations. And apart from that, we are also working using this green synthesis process for the energy applications. So, as you mentioned that, Sir has also mentioned that this kitchen waste was basically a bio which is creating a lot of environmental problem. So, we are now coming up with using those bio waste to get it converted into the watt by making these nanoparticles energy efficient materials for the supercapacitors. And then it has, till now, we have reported the highest capacitance achieved, what is available in the literature. So my team is working that, and basically with your Kadamba, this company, we are open to work on those this synthesis of green synthesis of nanoparticles and the application, although that is the lab scale, because you don't have that much of the production kind of stuff. But we have that kind of the expertise. That if you give the name of the particle, we will synthesize for you.
Means observation. Yeah. Good afternoon, sir. Thank you for the visit and आपने बहुत अच्छा बोला और you're working so much in so many products. So in Amity Institute of Phytochemistry and Phytomedicine, we have PhD program in natural product chemistry, and more than 55 dissertation students have done their dissertation in our institute, and we have many technologies and few we have upscaled and many are in the lab scale as you have just told. So definitely, sir, we have got like as sir said, we have also developed edible packaging film, and one of the highest cited paper for me was like antimicrobial food packaging film, and then we have food colors. And recently, I was at All India Institute of National Institute of Ayurveda. We have very good collaboration with All India Institute of Ayurveda also, and we have collaborated. All of us, in fact, in our domains, like we had a big team which had come to Amity University. So all of us have collaborated for different projects with them, and I had collaborated with Tanuja Nesari ma'am and Shivani Gildayal, like 4 5 people from there, and 2 3 of us from here, like that, and Rosenberg Institute in Europe. Like we are working on osteoarthritis formulation patch, working on biopatch from Vitex ningodu, that plant species, and we have worked. Like we have different, like in our lab we have developed herbal drinks, herbal tea, food colors, many different products, whether it is cosmetics or whether it is like nutraceutical, in the sense like we have developed a formulation for diabetes, just like Nestle, which is high fiber dietary supplement, one for diarrhea, like that. You know, based on traditional knowledge with scientific evidence. So, evidence based formulations we have. And we have worked on many projects also. We have worked on high altitude medicinal plants for Ministry of Environment Forest. We worked for 2 projects with Wilmer Schaube, one for osteoarthritis, and we standardized their drug, and one for UTI. We worked for DBT projects also, and we have also developed sunscreen cream. Like for one, there was SPF. Like the we had taken one Marika Nagi species. One of the student has done her PhD also in that. In that, if you take that extracts, if you enhance the extract, the SPF value also increases. It's like that. So we have various formulations, and we have also developed cling films, and we have like other part, like because we have got applied carbohydrate chemistry also, we have developed biodegradable plastics and vegetarian capsules, replacing gelatin based capsules. So from in that we got funding from TEC also. We got a little funding from there also, support from there, and both these two we could upscale it, and we have also collaboration with Technical University Munich for films and all, so we collaborated with them also. So we have many projects, and I think like in nanotechnology also we have collaborated with Amity Institute of Nanotechnology, with the Amity Institute of Pharmacy also we have collaborated. So in nanotechnology we could develop nanoparticles from herbal, which have got good medicinal value. So we could develop that, and we have a patent on carotenoids from agri horticulture waste. So there was one company which surveyed in European countries, which was found to be suitable there also, like carotenoids we had developed. And so this is our forte, like all like many herbal products. We can develop any kind of herbal products, like, and also on films, edible films. Yeah, so anything, like we can collaborate for any new formulations also. In formulations also we can standardize that. Like for All India Institute of Ayurveda also, like we are collaborating. I'm co-guide of one of the PhD student. So we are standardizing their formulations. Like they also have many collaborations. And as you rightly said, the ministry is focusing only on projects on validating the knowledge that India has, so to go globally. So definitely, whatever we look forward for this kind of collaboration. So we have got strong ties with All India Institute of Ayurveda, with the National Institute of Ayurveda. We had a like in National Institute of Ayurveda, with the recommendation of Selvamurthy sir only. I had gone there, so I gave a lecture on integrating natural colors in Ayurvedic food. So now in their now they'll be introducing it. They have their meetings so all over India. They'll be introducing natural foods also as a part of Ayurvedic foods. It's like that. Simple habits.
Yeah, I think nutraceuticals, then I'll come there. We'll keep changing so that both sides. Yes. Dr. Charugupta.
To one and all, myself Dr. Charu Gupta, and I am into Amity Institute of Herbal Research and Studies. In the previous, we have completed several projects related to the economic and social upliftment of the rural women through value-added products from medicinal and aromatic plants like lemongrass, then tulsi, then satavari, then andrographis paniculata, and even moringa. So we have chosen certain villages in the western Uttar Pradesh where we are providing the quality planting material to the rural women and encouraging them to creating the awareness about the importance of using the medicinal plants and how they can prepare the value added products. Besides, we have also established the market linkage for the buyback, so they can sell their produce to the directly to the companies. And right now we are working on a project on millets cultivation. Again, we are focusing on finger millet, that is ragi, and black wheat, because they're having a good nutritional value and a good market demand. And besides, again, we are providing the training on the preparation of the various food products like ragi cookie cakes, then nachos, chips, and the other all the variety of the food products. And again, we are encouraging them the enterprise formation. So we have established 2 enterprises for them, and we are doing the market linkage for them. Besides that, our institute has also worked on the nutraceuticals, that is like polyphenols, which are the important phytochemicals of nutraceutical importance. And we have developed certain polyherbal formulations related to the like malnutrition for the pregnant woman, for the lactating mother, and for improving the memory power in the children. But we have not clinically validated and for their safety and efficacy. So we are looking for the possible collaboration if you can help in their clinical validation. Besides that, I am also working on the antimicrobial metabolites produced by the lactic acid bacteria, like bacteriocins. So they are as a biopreservatives. So various lactic acid bacteria, they produce these bacteriocin molecules, which have a very good antimicrobial activity, anti-cancer, antioxidant. So that's my area of special. Thank you.
Yeah, please. I don't think we need small and then I don't think so. I'm doing Sanya and with organic agriculture. I've just recently joined, but as I know, this is agriculture. You're not able to hear me? Oh, okay. Because it's organic agriculture department, we mainly focus on biofertilizers, biopesticides, whether it is nano-based, like Dr. Modi mentioned, Dr. Durgesh's work, like micronutrients, nano micronutrients, and availability, stress management, salinity, and many other agricultural stress which we have. Personally, if you ask my forte, yes, if I have to find out some common ground, then yes, I worked on cosmeceuticals from macrofungi, means mushrooms. So they are very good cosmeceuticals, have cosmeceutical properties. So my forte is, of course, I'm a chemist basically, and agrochemicals is my specialty. Apart from that, I have been working I have worked for 18 years as analytical chemist in the Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizer in R&D sector, and United Nations as chemical weapons specialist also. So it's quite like divergent, so don't get dismayed by that. But I work on biopesticide. My project right now is on biopesticide and livelihood management in the Himachal Pradesh right now. And of course, we have extension, we have agronomy, and agribusiness management master's degree. So people are having projects related to these. So extension works. So we have projects with the Ministry of Agriculture and disseminating knowledge about all these. And of course, certification, how organic certification has to be done. I specialize in that also. Of course, bioprospecting and natural product chemistry is my forte. We can be of value if you want application based studies. We have field, but only if it is pesticide or fertilizer or biofertilizer or something to do with crop management, because we are mandated to do work on agriculture, right?
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, please. Amity Institute of Pharmacy.
Sir, very good evening and welcome to Amity, and thank you for the introduction. You have nicely presented the company profile you are working with. So I am Dr. Vinay Lathar. I am representing Amity Institute of Pharmacy. Our institute is running PG program, UG program and PhD program. So in UG, we are offering Bachelor in Pharmacy program, and we have a strength of 400 students in that. In PG, we have 7 specializations, and more or less, you have mentioned they are matching with your profile. Like we have one is the pharmaceutics, where we develop different types of formulations, drug formulations. You have mentioned that you are developing nano formulation. So we have very good expertise in that. We are developing nano formulations for phytopharmaceuticals, for different drugs, and then we do the stability studies, solubility enhancement studies, bioavailability studies. All those kind of things are we are doing in that branch. And we have MPharm in pharmacology. In that branch, we are doing all pharmacokinetics and pharmacodynamic studies. So we have a very good animal house. Right? In that, we can do all kind of testing. If like you permit, you are saying that you are developing some trimeric polymers also, so we can do those kind of studies. All bioavailability studies, their pharmacokinetic studies we can do. You have mentioned some bioinformatics. So I am an expert in pharmacoinformatics. My work area is small molecule drug discovery, and I do all this docking studies and everything. So maybe like in that area also we can work together. Of course, you are working on the nanoparticles. Recently, some software have come. They are doing those kind of studies that where we can do the nanoparticles. These in silico studies we can do. So I work on network pharmacology also, where we look into the side effects of all different molecules, how they are having some side effects, and we can do those kind of studies. And we have a PG program in regulatory also. So that is looking into the regulatory part of all drug candidates, from the IND filing and everything. Everything there we can look into, and global also. So currently we are running around 14 government funded projects, and we are working in lots of diseases, cancer, diabetes, everything we are working on. So we have a faculty strength of 38 people. So all of them, they're working in different areas. So we can work on like anything you will say, we can work on that. And we have developed some vitamin loaded chocolates also, as you mentioned, that iron loaded we can do. So vitamin loaded we have developed. Our students, they have launched some small platforms also. So they are trying to make it to the higher level now. This is the thing. So that's it. Thank you.
Sir, welcome to MIT. I am Professor Ravikant, representing MIT Institute of Biotechnology. As far as my research area is concerned, my research area is waste valorization. In waste valorization, we are targeting for sustainable development and biofuel and bioenergy. I worked on bioethanol production, biodiesel also, and biofertilizer and biopesticide, most of the people talked about. As far as biotechnology is concerned, biotechnology is the biggest institute of MIT University. In this department, institute, 91 faculties, 2014 students. Total, we have program 30 programs, undergraduates and postgraduates. We have around 52 research laboratories in AIB, including some teaching laboratories also. Currently, we have 123 PhD scholars are doing research, and more than 200 PhD scholars already completed their PhD from MIT Institute of Biotechnology. As far as funded project is concerned, we have completed around 200 projects, and right now we have 40 plus research funded projects from different funding agencies, from DBT, DST, Ministry of Environment, and some other ANRF also. We got BioE3 projects. Dr. Manoranjan Nayak got a first BioE3 project that is promoted by the Honorable Prime Minister. This BioE3 bioeconomy according. And as per as you told about that in MIT Institute of Biotechnology, as per the research area is concerned, we have divided 5 centers. First center is Center for Medical Biotechnology. In Center for Medical Biotechnology, the faculties are working majorly in the cancer biology for diagnosis and the treatment, therapy and all. Another center is Center for Plant and Environmental Biotechnology, where the faculties are working in the medicinal plants and the waste valorization processes, how the waste converted into the wealth for the circular economy. And another center is bioinformatics, computational biology and bioinformatics, where the faculties are working this because you need the nano bioinformatics approach also. Dr. Kamal Rawal and Dr. Puniti Mathur, these are the center heads, and they are doing very good work in this bioinformatics area. And one center is this biochemical engineering centers also, because you talked about the scaling up the processes. And I am the professor of this center as per the research area is concerned, because I am processing process optimization. I am working on it. How the maximum production can be achieved with the help of the engineering approaches. So this biochemical engineering center is also with us. And this is also called industrial biotechnology, where the peoples are working how the scaling of the reactor system, how the process can be optimized with the help of certain statistical approaches or AI based approaches also. So we are good in diversified faculty members. We are running very good projects. We have completed around, we have 73 granted projects also, granted patent also. And that granted product patent I have not listed out, but that patent, how that can be converted for the technology transfer and all, will share it personally in different domains also. These are the patented granted in MIT Institute of Biotechnology. Can this be technology transferred to your company, and our faculty can work with you, and we can support. This is done from my side. MIT Institute of Biotechnology always available for any kind of cooperation and support. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. R.K. Yes, please.
Good evening, sir. Thank you for coming to this beautiful. I'm working here from last 5 years. Before coming to Amity University, I worked at IIT Kharagpur and KAIST Korea Advanced Institute of Science and Technology for 10 years. Then, after completing 10-year postdoctoral experience, I joined here as associate professor. After joining, I developed a research laboratory, biorefinery and bioenergy research laboratory. Here, 6 PhD scholars are working under my supervision. Very cool. So, so mainly all PhD scholar exploring microalgae. So microalgae is just microscopic plant. So as you told, you are focusing on Ayurveda. So algae is also a plant. This is a thallophytic plant, means there is no root, stem, leaves. There is so we are exploring that microscopic plant from for different direction: energy, environment, and health. So we are focusing to different biofuels like biodiesel, bioethanol, and biogas, also bio oil. Then environment, we are treating wastewater from municipal to industrial wastewater and sequestering carbon dioxide which emit from the industry. So during this upstream process, we are optimizing this and these processes, how microalgae can grow better and sequester carbon dioxide and treat wastewater. And after this upstream, we are harvesting those biomass. At that time, we are using this nano technology. Here, we are using this ferric oxide nanoparticle, iron-based nanoparticle for the harvesting of those microalgal biomass. And after getting the biomass, we are extracting lipid for biodiesel production, and that de-oiled biomass, we are valorizing those de-oiled biomass for different value-added product for aqua feed culture and agriculture. And with Ravikant sir is also associated in my group. We are focusing to the biofertilizer, like nano biofertilizer. We have recently submitted a project, microalgae driven bio nanocomposites for sustainable agriculture for enhanced crop productivity. Recently, we have submitted a project also, and I have completed one DBT sponsored project, 1 crore 25 lakhs budget project, Ramalinga Swami Re-Entry Fellowship funded project. And as sir told, recently one project is sanctioned, BioE3. So this is our first BioE3 project at the Amity University. So these are my area. We are exploring different direction and also focusing this nanotechnology. Thank you, sir.
We are also joined by Dr. Tanu Jindal, and who is chief of the Amity Institute of Environmental Toxicity. And also she is working on Antarctica, South Ocean, Southern Ocean studies, and also she has been a deputy group vice chancellor. And so after that you will speak, Rishi.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. Welcome so much to this organization. I was just going to, sir asked me especially to come to meet you. So you've been working on sustainable technologies. So our group has filed around 12 patents. Out of them, 6 has been granted. So we've been working on very innovative technologies like biofuel, herbal pesticide, and technologies for plant growth promoting product. And one more patent, those are on environmental monitoring side, because I'm basically a residue expert. So how we can volatilize and mineralize products can be assessed in the environment because of the air pollution being. Then one chamber we have developed to assess the emission factors for the air pollutants. No one has developed that. And we have a continuous air pollution monitoring station here at MIT. And you name the ministry, we have project from that ministry working on this. And besides this, we have launched a very new course on PhD in environmental health science and masters. So until now, environment was studied, separately, health was studied separately. But if we take care of the environment, I think we can take care of the health also. So environmental health needs to be taken care of. And for that, we have also worked on many pesticides. Doily is here, joined us with, she's an old colleague. Sir, we were at IRI, and I know her since she was at IPFT. right? So I know her since then. So I was in the MRL fixation of the pesticides, maximum residue limits. So we worked basically in environment because people have been studying residues in food commodities, but nobody's bothered about environment, like how much when you spray a pesticide, it goes only 1% to the pest. The rest goes in air, water, and soil. So we've been studying how these pesticides can be reduced in the usage. Besides organic farming, how NC integrated pest management can help. So we have developed a herbal pesticide also. So there are many things we would like to, sir, if they can also come to our lab, if we can show them our various technologies. But currently we are more keen to an algal biofuel which we have made for colder regions. It will work in Leh Ladakh so that local ladies can get livelihood. If we escalate on pilot scale level, it works well in the colder temperatures. And one technology wherein we have developed bacterias which will degrade the surfactants in surfactants, so that which causes foaming in Yamuna river. So that technology, these two technologies, sir, we are interested in. If you would like to discuss further on that.
Thank you, Dr. Tanu. Now we have the youngest person of the whole group, Dr. Rashim Malhotra, and she is PhD in molecular biology and also working on malaria. So if you can explain what have you done? Just keep it closer.
Good evening, everyone. I am Dr. Rashim Malhotra. Dr. Selva Murthy kindly invited me today to visit Amity University. This is my first time visiting the campus. I have recently completed my PhD from CSIR Pune, and my forte is in parasitology, where I worked on multiomics, bioinformatics, molecular biology, and the parasite that I explored was Plasmodium falciparum, which is the causative of malaria. Now I'm looking forward to advance my research in human diseases and healthcare, which now I'm most excited about. Like Sir was talking about preventive medicine, diagnostics to advance healthcare. Yes, preventive diagnostic and basically precision medicine, which is my area which is attracting me the most. So that is where I'm looking forward to advance my research.
Can you explain your PhD?
Sure, yes. So I employed a couple of ways to study the gene regulation paradigm in Plasmodium falciparum. So there's a part in Plasmodium which is called antisense transcription, which is quite peculiar in the parasite because of its abundance, its prevalence, and where it has been associated in the key mechanisms. But the mechanism of it hasn't been explored at yet, which is where my PhD focus to understand the core mechanism of action of gene regulation conducted via antisense. So we have for the very first time shown that antisense forms duplex in plasmodiums, which are inhibiting translation via the help of via different mechanisms, via incorporating with the chromatin as well as different RNA binding proteins. So we have uncovered that entire mechanism. As a part of, like, while I was doing my PhD, I also co-founded a startup where we were trying to make diagnostic kits for different parasite-borne diseases, which was funded by BIRAC and also iGEM. So there we had three proof of concept developed and employed in as pilots for diagnostics for malaria, which is currently incubated at AIC in IISER Pune, the Atal Incubation Center.
Very good. Let's give a big clap to this young lady. Now, I would request Dr. Deepa Prakash, who is the CEO and who has been able to get the time from Dr. Hegde to come over here and then coordinate. She's a very dynamic entrepreneur, a scientist transformed into entrepreneur who is looking at the global market for her companies, and she is a great asset at Kadamba, and she had another company also of her own, and I think now she will explain about her journey.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So, actually, the heart of Kadamba, it started with chip 1 and chip 2 of Deepa's DRDO, what you trained me to do. And our work on adaptogens also started with what I trained had the privilege of being trained by Dr. Selvamurthy. So my core competence is combat rations. I've been trained at the Defense Food Research Laboratory, and I had comprehensive training in DRDO Life Sciences thanks to Dr. Selvamurthy's kindness and also all the lovely scientists who were at DRDO. Kadamba is based on a solid foundation of science. Dr. Anantkumar Hegde has been extremely supportive, and he also has the complete commitment to 360-degree testing, 360-degree repeatedly doing our research to understand that it is a solid base. We have been very fortunate in having opportunities to work with the Ministry of Defense as well as civil population. We are now also asset to the nation as a part of soft power. For instance, Bhutan, they have a very, very rare and very difficult to cultivate medicinal plants. And we are the only company internationally with whom the government of Bhutan, Menjong Sorik, has an MOU with. Because Kadamba has the strength of using probably just 50 grams of any medicinal herb and developing about 5 liters to 10 liters of precise nanoparticles for medicinal as well as health and wellness purposes. We are now in talks with the government of Nepal, the government of Peru. Kadamba is rapidly becoming an asset to the nation by bringing in soft power through nanomedicine, green nanomedicine. And all our processes and technologies are 100% net carbon negative. Our output is only water. And being a green science, we have our application from soil to space, in particular now with space. So we see a lot of synergies with you. Dr. Malhotra, I want your number, please. Yeah, so thank you very much. It's been amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you for having us over.
I would like you to give the last word, then I'll thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Selvamurthy ji. So there are many interesting fields you have discussed about. I was very curious about how we can synchronize each other, but now I have answer. So many fields, very diversified. The fields already you are experimenting, particularly in environment science, phytomedicine, and then the pharma product development, nanotechnology, varieties of interesting domains already you have. To start with, number one, the food technology. It is the time for developing functional foods, not natural foods. There are many players in the market who they develop, who they are already in the market, developing and then marketing their own product, regular food product. But it is the time for functional food and then molecular nutrition. Something beyond the limit we have to think. Then only we can call ourselves as a scientist. Number two, using various other molecules. Particularly, I mentioned about only gold and then silver. Gold, silver, rhodium, palladium, copper. Varieties of the metals we can convert into nanoparticles by using green synthesization. Using palladium nanoparticles, how it can absorb NOx, SOx, and then already we have developed pollution absorbing paints, pollution absorbing various textile coatings, and then other things, which can absorb NOx, SOx. Just you paint it on the wall, the NOx and then SOx, it will be absorbed. So the various other the research it is going on. Already we have a product, and then we can explore the possibilities for scaling it up and then diversified the venture. Phytomedicines, yes, phytomedicines already we have a culture. What happened because of Western influence? We are diluting our core competency. In Ayurveda, single molecule approach, it is not mentioned. It is our tradition. The herb as a total, sampurna, it was our approach. For example, turmeric, there are more than 200 phytochemicals, but only we are concentrating on curcumin. Always there are side effects if you extract one molecule out. If you consume turmeric, there is no side effect. But if you start consuming curcumin alone, there is a side effect. The isolating single molecule, the design, drug design, product design, it's a Western philosophy. Yes, of course, there is a science. I totally agree with you. How you can create evidence only through single molecule abstraction only. As a turmeric, you cannot prove the evidence. If you can extract curcumin as alone, single component, single molecule, then you can create the evidence. Yes, for the academic purpose, it is needed, not for the product development. Not for the product development. In phytomedicine, again, we are copying the Western philosophy, extracting the single molecule, doing the research. No. We have to have the understanding of all the phytochemicals. If you can put it into GCMS, MS, all those phytochemicals, the verticals, you can get it. Again, you go through the chemical structure, which is having an antioxidant, oxygen rich, and then carbon rich, hydrogen rich, nitrogen rich. All those you can segregate, and then based on that, you can identify the molecule and then start using evidence-based research. It's hardly one day job. But once we start product development, we should not forget our culture. I may be wrong. You can say it. Yes, Anantkumar Hegde, you are very wrong. Yes, I totally abide with my culture, cultural values, ethos. Science, I can understand. Single molecule, creating evidence, everything I can understand. But product development, when it comes to biomedical application, the polyherbal cocktail, only it is the solution. Only it is the solution. Our ancestors, they were not the mad guys. They were not the mad guys. How precisely they targeted turmeric? How precisely they have targeted the ashwagandha? How precisely targeted Jyotishmati? So they knew that, but they have never entered into single molecule extraction. Never entered and then entertained. So that is the culture, number one. Number two, particularly the biopesticides and other things. We have been using various the strains for creating biopesticides, biofertilizers, 1, 2, 3, just mixing. It is not a mixing regime, it is a consortia regime. There is a huge difference between consortia and then mixing. My previous company, we developed 53 microbial consortia at a time. Now we are jumping into 84 microbes at a time. We identified the microbial strains from the Himalayan desert, and then the Thar desert, and then from the Kharland, from the Ganga belt, and then Western Ghat, Eastern Ghat, and then northeastern, the forest. All the microbes we took and then consortiated. That started with 83 microbes, 53 microbes. Now we are jumping into 83. Headed by the US scientist, Dr. Mehra. Now he is working in US. But the beautiful science he created, consortium based. Now they are marketing their product all across the Europe and then US, Australia, even in India also. 100% it is biopesticide, biofertilizers, as, for example, nutrients. Varieties of, for example, lead consuming bacteria also it is there. Bioremediation. Lead, it is excess. Particularly in Ganga belt, Kaveri belt, and then various other river belt, it is the highly enriched with lead content. Where the city pollution, it goes there, it reaches there into mainstream. The heavy lead, the content, it is we can find it. Even vegetables also, even in vegetables also, it is traced. It is traced. Lead, the excess lead content, excess copper content, highly toxic vegetables we are consuming now. But at the same time, we can identify the microbial strains which can, yes. So that type of the next level research, it is needed now. Next level research, it is needed. Applications means green. Applications means next generation. Coming to our nano, the scaling it up, it's a question mark everywhere. Synthesizing nanomaterials, it's a tabletop exercise. One can do it easily, but scaling it up. I would like to invite you people for Kadamba. You can see the first global green nano reactor. 1 liter to 1000 liters, you can immediately scale it up. Immediately scale it up. It is our patented the technology. We designed our own, and then you can see that reactor, the nano reactor. Process accreditation. Yes, it's highly complicated. 100% it's automated. No manual intervention. In such a precision, nanoscale precision, no the man can achieve that. So that's why the automation it is needed. It is needed. So we have designed nano reactor. We would like to invite your team to see that reactor, and then afterwards, knowledge always it should flow. Knowledge always it should flow. Yes. We cannot disclose our technology, but you can develop your own. You can develop your own. So that definitely it's a one-one interaction, one-to-one interaction. There are many domains, definitely we can synergize together. How to scale it up, how to develop our product, and then how to reach out the society. Core synthesization, always there are many debates, many I think questions, answers, and then everything will be there. Once it is once it reaches to the industry, scaling up the production, then the questions are very less, because it's a proven technology, proven process. Afterwards, scale it up and then develop the product, go to the market. Now it is the time to showcase our product. Europe and then US, they have made money by selling their product. Now age-old technology, they are saying that no, we are developed such and such technology, big technology, huge technology, but useless technology they are selling. Age-old technology they are selling, not new age technology. They are selling their product, not a technology. But it is the time for India to sell the product. US saturated, Europe saturated. It is the time for India.
What a fantastic message. Our very distinguished former member of parliament, 6 times MP. I don't think we were listening to a politician. We were listening to a scientist. The way he spoke about every aspect, amazing, mind-boggling, fantastic, superb. So all the adjectives, let's give a big clap to our distinguished guest, Dr. Hegde. And because it's a very rare combination, scientists and politicians together in one person. And I'm sure, and he has been the Minister of State for the skill development and entrepreneurship. So amazing. So really my salutation, our salutation to you for this wonderful lecture you have given, interactions, and this span of knowledge which you have. Amazing. And it touched my soul. And your commitment to Atmanirbharta is again our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi. He would like to see in Viksit Bharat, Atmanirbhar Bharat, Swasth Bharat, Swachh Bharat, all that good things for Vasudeva Kudumbakam, not only for Indians, 1.4 to 7 billion plus. So that is what reflected in his speech as well. And I was able to see that he was emphasizing on products, technologies, processes. This is what we should do. We have done enough for publications, patents, and they were translating into deliverables. We were publishing papers, we were filing patents, but by the time they were able to bring and sell the product and send it to us based on our science. This is what should be changed. That is the message was very clear. That now all our research, when you take our research, the culmination should be in a deliverable, which could be product technology process or something exciting scientific lead, which you can later on lead to benefit of the society. So the message was very clear, and he has also given some challenges and opportunities for us to work with them, like molecular nutrition. Yes, you can look at that. Similarly, we can look at nanobioinformatics is another domain. Can we start a training program on this? And maybe, these are niche areas where the whole globe, we will need human resource. And that's going to be the future. So that could be another area. So there are many, many opportunities he has thrown open. And then also the population studies. We have done, it's very easy to do on 20 rats or 10 rats and publish a paper. But when you take it to the people and then show the impact, whether it's anemia or it is biofortification or whatever field, you need to show it, the benefit reaching to the people. So that was another message which he has given to all of us. So don't confine yourself only the limited sample, but go to the population and show the difference that it works on a scaled up level, not only in terms of product, but also impact on the society. There is another message. So that you will be able to solve the problem. So there will be a Atma Shanti. You will feel satisfied. Your Atma will satisfy. You publish a paper, you get an invite to a conference, or you become a fellow of an academy, or you get your increments and promotions. What does the taxpayer get in return for the money which he has given in the form of a project? So that is what filing a patent or or publishing a paper, it enriches you and it grows, it helps you in career growth. But only when you give product, that helps the society. So please look into this aspect. Otherwise, we keep on browsing one project here, one project here. We don't make any dent. So this is that message. I'm sure I have taken that message as well. So thank you so much for this wonderful, valuable message for every one of us. Come more often because this is a small group. I want you to interact with a larger group, including PhD scholars. So we will have roundtables, group discussions. So maybe one day you keep for us again. And then while our partnership builds up, then we will be able to have you more often. So that's why we are going to sign an MOU now, and you can bring the document. So this will be a very valuable MOU. But you people should, whenever you are going there to Karnataka, Bangalore, you can visit their facility, Kadamba, and then see what we can do. But you have to continue the dialogue with him, Deepa. And so we are very keen to work with you, sir. And I'm sure our scientists, faculties, PhD scholars, he can even co-guide some of the PhDs. Because he has that much knowledge, he will be enriching the scholar, so, which I can see. So please think of having him as a co-supervisor. He need not physically come. Even online, he can mentor the scholars. So we would be grateful if you can accept that request as well, that one or two whom you feel are fit enough to be your scholar, because you cannot be a regular faculty all the time because you are a great entrepreneur, global entrepreneur. But we will be very happy if you can also connect with us in those dimensions, academically, research-wise. We would like to become your R&D partner, whether it is nano, nutraceuticals, pharmacy, the food technology, phytomedicine, environment, and biotechnology. Every field we have strength. So maybe that when you are diversifying or expanding or in your own core areas of research and entrepreneurship which you are doing, that we will like to become a partner wherever there is knowledge, skills, capability exists in this campus. We like to also contribute to your mission of Atmanirbharta through your Kadamba group of institutions. We'll be very grateful. So on behalf of Founder President, Dr. Ashok Chauhan, and also the Chancellor, Dr. Atul Chauhan, he just spoke. I just went out. Dr. Atul Chauhan just called me and he was talking about something else. So next time, maybe we will arrange a meeting with the founder and the chancellors. And so that may be at his own residence, AKC house. Like you have founded Kadamba, he has founded the Amity group of institution. So the two leaders meeting may also turn up for something better. And he is also very close to Arya Samaj. And Arya Samaj is celebrating the 150th year now, Arya Samaj. So we have a big function in Rohini, in Japanese park. We have very big activity. I said RSS, but actually it is Arya Samaj. 100 years, and Arya Samaj is 150 years. So our founder is associated with Arya Samaj. So because when he was in Germany for 28 years, he used to be the contact point for the Arya Samaj, for the Europe, as well as Western countries. So that is our founder. So he is PhD in chemical engineering, which is again very rare combination of entrepreneurship and scientists. He was the head of the R&D. Then he became a largest non-European investor in Germany when the reunion took place between East and West. Then he came back to contribute our nation building on education, research, innovation, philanthropy. Four verticals he developed. So such a great man is inspiring, motivating all of us. So you will meet him in the next visit here. So with this, let's give a big clap to once again. And we will be very happy to sign the MOU if it is okay with you now in the presence of all our, is it okay, Deepa? This MOU should be different, that you should be able to translate them into actions in the form of product development. Can you come over? Thank you. That's also for us. When you take it forward, the outcome. And we will have a quarterly review so that there is a pressure on the system to perform. So we will all be part of this review. I will ask you what all you have done with Kadamba and how many times you spoke to them, interacted with them, visited them, and what is that you have brought out. So because here, Dr. Chauhan has created that outcome culture. Connect, mission synergy, intentional. She and then both of them kids. Now, all of you can come together. Yes, I got it. All of you come closer. So you're starting photograph. We will cherish and remember. It should be photos together. Oh, yes. So thank you very much. And just for the felicitation. So impossible. Yeah. So this is okay. Small lab will Deepa, this. Yeah. Deepa, you have to drive the mission, joint mission. That is. Sure. I will get the contact coordinator. So thank you very much. So pharmacy also. Deepa will be available. Yeah, she was in safety. I know, you know that. I know that. Maybe